Alright everyone, I'm somewhere deep in rural Kenya. On my right is the old central Kenya province, county 018 to be specific, that is Nyandarua County. And on my left is the Rift Valley, county 031, Laikipia County. I want to explore some few dead towns around, but let me quickly show you the map so that you can know where I'm at. I'm sure you can see the blue star. I'm around that point. I'm not quite sure whether you have had the names on the map, but the biggest town near me is Nyahururu, which is about 15 kilometers from here. Our first town of the day is about 200 meters from here. I'll be hitting there in a few seconds. It seems like the road is one-way traffic. You have to wait for the oncoming traffic to pass. Anyway, I can see the first town of the day on site. And this one is very small and very old, trust me. It is going by the name Mahianyu, a Kikuyu name, although I don't know the meaning. I'm sure the viewers who are quite familiar with the old Kikuyu language will help us translate that one. There's only a few people in town, probably a Mali. It's around 11 a.m. I can only spot a lonely dog. I can see most buildings are very old, especially the wooden structures on my right. Let me tilt my camera so that you can see them. This one was probably built in the 60s or 70s. But it seems like modernity is trying to catch up with the town. Some investors have tried to improve the status quo by building some permanent houses. But it seems like no one is willing to rent. I don't know why that is the case. Maybe the old town is not good for business anymore. Or maybe because of the low population. I'll be giving you the numbers in a few. I can see another old structure here. It is wooden too, with no single business open. Clearly this is a dead investment. I can see there's electricity in town. I can also see a lonely young man in town. Seems to be deep in thought, probably meditating. Another wooden structure right in front, but this one seems to be a bit new, probably constructed in the 90s. It also hosts the only hotel in town. Is it a hotel or a cafe? I can see they are open for business. There is this guy with a beautiful mansion here on my right. He has also constructed some nice, beautiful shops. Modern one. But the occupation rate is still low. It seems like only a butchery is open. And come to think of it, I've spotted a butchery and a hotel. This must be a healthy town. I can also spot a lonely old timer right in front. He is on the other side of the road. Also seem to be deep in thought. Probably reminiscing of the good old days when the town was so alive. This is a boda shed built by the county government of Laikipia. I can read that. You can also see the name of the small town, Mahianyu. You can also call it a shopping center. But for now, let's call it a small town. I want to check on the back side of the town. Maybe it is better than the front side. Probably businesses are thriving. I can spot another lonely dog here. This must be the most lonely town ever. Everyone, including Mr. Dog, is by himself. You are on your own here. It seems like he had decided to go home at last. There's no bone to pick in town. I think that dog species is the most hardcore animal in the world. It can survive anywhere. It is only found in Africa. They call it Mutina, mostly owned by boys who never take care of them. This is another lonely part of the town. It died a long time ago. No single business is open. Another beautiful old structure. I'm sure this one has seen better days. Another dead investment next to it. No single shop is open. I don't know whether this guy will ever recover the money he used to build the house. This one right here is the area's hospital. A dispensary to be specific. It is run and operated by the county government of Laikipia. Remember, healthcare in the country is devolved. I don't know whether you can read these signboards. It seems like the government has initiated a series of projects here. I'll be alighting in a few seconds, maybe to capture the true beauty of this place. I know we can argue the place seems to be less developed, maybe in terms of infrastructure, roads, buildings, but there's a deep sense of peace. I also feel like I'm driving into the history, the 80s and 70s. I'm sure the population was very low back then. It is still the case in this small town. I don't know whether you can read the dispensary name on the blue wall. It seems like the government was building a ward. It seems you can be admitted here. It is a big one, although there's nothing much to see. I have also noted the village grows a lot of avocados. You can see some huge avocado trees. And before I give you the numbers, as I leave the town for the next, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Kindly consider doing so. It is absolutely free, but means everything to us. Well, it is good to know that the small town of Mahianyu is in Iguamiti Ward, Laikipia West constituency, in Laikipia County. That is the map of the Laikipia West constituency. It is one of the 3 constituencies in Laikipia County. They are Laikipia East, West, and North. I think I should share the official flag of Laikipia County, and you tell me what do you think about it. I hope it is up on your screen. Is it a miss or a hit? Just write us on the comment section below, and we'll appreciate. And since Nyandarua County is also around the corner, let me also share their flag. You be the judge. Is it a hit or a miss? And between the 2 flags, which one is better? And do these colors have meaning? Just enlighten us and we'll appreciate. So the small town has a total population of 1,716 people, with a population density of 96 people living in a square kilometer. In terms of gender distribution, 53% of the total population are females, while 47% are males. There is no single person in town identifying as intersex. I will also be giving you the numbers for the constituencies later on so that we can compare them. That is Laikipia West constituency. So here is the boundary between the 2 counties. So the land in front on my left is in Nyandarua County. So I want to highlight and show you something real quick. Remember, Nyandarua is in Central Highlands, and Laikipia County is in the Rift Valley. I want to show you the difference between the 2 in terms of the land structure and geographic formations. I hope you can see it is as if I'm standing on the highlands. And down there, the beautiful valley is forming. That is the Great Rift Valley. I think it is time to leave before I get shot. This is purely trespassing. It is a private land. And actually, I'll be giving you the land prices in the area in a few. I'm still having a good time in this border village. It is on a Friday, 23rd May 2025. I still have Nyandarua County on my left and Laikipia on my right. But I want to show you the beauty of the village life. Just come with me. I don't know whether you can see the beautiful Mount Kenya. It is somewhere there, but you need to wake up a little bit early, maybe at 6. You can see it clearly. I hope there are no snakes here. So this is the government land. There's an old cattle dip right in front. I won't show you that. Also, the chief's office for Mahianyu sublocation is here. There's a social hall and a small police station. There is a super old structure here. I don't know what it is. Kamatu for MP. I hope he made it. Did he? Now this is the cattle dip. Well, I don't know whether you have ever seen one, but this one seems like it was abandoned long time ago. So animals will just jump in and swim in a pool of medicated water, which will in turn kill the ticks and other parasites. There is a small room here. Maybe it used to be the cattle dip's chairman's office. It used to be a big post back then in the village. Trust me. He must have been a very short man. Now that the chief's office, the small house up there, the social hall, and a public toilet next to it. I told you this is a public land. I'm also told that this village has produced a lot of legends. And topping the list is this lady right here. She goes by the name Wangari, the daughter of Kambera, a legendary musician in Kikuyu language, an old-timer. Trust me, this one is a big shot. You can just Google her name. I want to quickly check out the real estate segment as I leave town. And as usual, before getting here, I saw a few pieces of land that were up for sale. For instance, I saw a 10 acres piece of land. It had a big homestead and a masonry water tank going for 10 million Kenya shillings. That's about 80,000 US dollars. I also saw another half acre of land going for 600,000 Kenya shillings. And another 1 acre going for 1.4 million Kenya shillings. That tells you that approximately the average price of land in the area is 1 million Kenya shillings per acre. Of course, the land can be subdivided further. So a half an acre is going for between 500,000 and 600,000 Kenya shillings. With 250,000 Kenya shillings, you can get a quarter of an acre. And with around 150,000 Kenya shillings, you can get a plot that is a 50 by 100. Anyways, let me leave it at that. But please continue watching the scenic video until the end. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Village to Town TV, a channel that is dedicated to continue showcasing beautiful villages, towns, and cities across the continent of Africa. Like the video so that it can be recommended to as many people as possible, and keep the conversation going. Tell us on the comment section, what do you think about this village? Would you consider living here? And if you come from this place, just give us a fact or two about this village and we'll appreciate. Also consider visiting and subscribing to our sister channel, Kikuyu Traveling Media, and we'll appreciate. Thank you.
Murega nere kwirathi na Mairo Inya nere kwirathi na Mairo Inya rara mi haraihu nera sokwo asa kete thio kete gicoke yo ndimio na utie njira njui haha nimete na Mahianyu Mahianyu thank you muno maitho eni rathimo eni